This is what we call hater shit. There is no better term.
They got some Subway. It's like she gets to play dress up. She just pretends and look at her go.
What's up, you guys? I'm giving another update because I most certainly feel like we're being attacked again. I really don't know what to make of it. It needs to stop now. For the past 5 days, we've been at the same spot. I told Xavier I'm not moving anymore. I'm going to stay right here. There's hella foot traffic, people on boat tours. We're right by the Trump. Tons of money in this area. Hotels everywhere. The Gwen is there.
And that's what people want to see, is you laid out in your tent.
The foot traffic. So I had a photo shoot here the first night. The second night, I was like incapacitated. Yesterday, the day before. So sick to my stomach, throwing up, nauseous as fuck. Again, I don't know who is there with the dragging and whatnot. If the message is for you, you know it's for you. But that was the last day of abuse prior to arriving here. Now today again, it's like they put me back to that day and with that person. He's saying the same things, lies, and accusations that have never been an issue before. Then
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Restroom. Every time I try to go upstairs and use the restroom, my tummy is so sick. I go up there right now to use the restroom, and there are 8 to 10 people hovering the door, talking shit to me through the door while I'm trying to take a shit at a public restroom in Walgreens.
Oh my God.
I'm sick as fuck. I wanted to stay down here until law enforcement or the system offered some answers. As you all know, I was raped, beaten, robbed, and abused and thrown out of my home in 2020.
Please stop.
Ignored by the criminal justice system in every way, shape, or form. I have hundreds of police reports on file. So this morning I wake up and they just go unaddressed. The police just basically say nothing. They just beat around.
She better not be pregnant. She's looking kind of crazy. Whoa.
And them saying the same lies and bullshit and garbage. So some new police officer shows up this morning talking with such a nasty, disgusting attitude, being such a disgusting, fucking foul-ass bitch. Well, why don't you go get a fucking job? This is the cop, how the cop's talking to me. I told the cop, well, just so you know, I spend about 5 to 8 hours a week on LinkedIn applying. I have an excellent resume and tons of letters of recommendation. Fucking bitch. And then she hands me this little resource packet, the exact same packet they gave me in 2019 when they unlawfully threw me out of my home. 2020, when they unlawfully threw me out of my home at 2037 West Roscoe. And I've already called every fucking number on there 100 fucking times. And that's what this piece of shit officer, you want to be living this life. You don't take advantage of the...
I say the same thing.
This spot is for you, ho. Okay? I'm going to take my tent and my clothes, but you can park it right here. Everyone, obstruct her justice. Don't allow her to get a call out. When someone rapes her, everyone pretend like you don't see. You guys like that? You think that's acceptable? I don't think it's acceptable, but it's what you do to me. It's what you do to me every fucking day. 4 years of being denied a court date. 4 years. 4 years of either spending every cent of my paycheck on Airbnb or sleeping outdoors.
My God.
4 years. 4 years of being chased, stalked, harassed. 4 years of having my vehicle and all my possessions destroyed. 4 years of being held down and raped. 4 years. 4 fucking years. Still no assistance to this day. So we spent 5 days here. I literally told Xavier, until they give us a destination to move, I'm not moving. My body can't take it anymore. I have been so abused over the last several years. I cannot take it anymore. I miss my family. I'm concerned about their safety. Everything going on here is corrupt as fuck. Well, I can't take it anymore. 5 days of fucking sitting here is making me sick. they're bringing, now I want you guys to understand this, okay? The first several days we've been here, I've lived in Chicago most of my adult life. No one really utilizes this anymore. It's mostly, I swear to God, since the pandemic, empty. Usually cars don't even drive down here. It's literally empty. Since the pandemic and people stopped working downtown, there is no traffic right here, okay? The first day we were here, the first 2 days we were here, nothing, not a single car. All of a
Stop.
sudden they start bringing down 5-6 semis a day every morning.
Stop it. Think you're so important.
10. I'm waking up, throwing up, and they have 5-6 fucking trucks a day, all parked right here, not loading or unloading anything, just parked there, ignition on, blowing their fucking emissions into the tent. I'm sick. I'm sick as fuck to my stomach. I'm literally vomiting.
Oh my God.
Then they start making all these obscene noises. Ambulance noises as loud as you can imagine, sirens as loud as you can imagine, horns as loud as you can imagine, for 5 days.
They make those noises.
Making me physically ill and then engaging in numerous different psychological abuse tactics. And still to this day, law enforcement has not gotten involved. I don't have any faith left in this country.
We can prove with phone records, thank you T-Mobile, 1 to 2 hours after I called his parole officers and reported to the chief overseeing the entire department that I was being badly beaten and emotionally destroyed by Dylan's drug-fueled rage. This is what he wrote of me. I was 100,000% sober other than pot during this time. But he was using every drug on the market and eventually began microdosing me on ketamine to treat my depression. What the fuck, you ain't no motherfucking doctor? FTR, Dylan Smith, Y121I173. Come on, I should know this by now. My petitions, even with his video admission of guilt, were denied and I was removed from my own apartment December 2019. Dylan Smith. November 28th, 2019. Heather called police to residents claiming someone was trying to break into the house. She heard noises. Police observe erratic drug-fueled behavior and remove children from residence. Something fuel since she has been neurotic emotionally. Dylan don't know how to fucking write, and it's making me feel like I don't know how to read. Since she has been neurotic, emotionally, physically abusive, including violence, that would be physical, dumbass, threats, and locking me out of the house for months, she has refused to leave, and when asked, she destroys the house, slanders me on social media, harasses my employer, employees, family. I am fearful for my physical safety, my professional reputation, and my personal belongings. Wow. There's some bitches. Bitches! Gosh, look at those. They seriously brought all those. That's so crazy, the things they do when they're homeless. Wow. Ugh. I really was trying not to read, my lazy behind. Okay, if you've been here, you know. I've been through it all and then some. I'm desperate for change. I'm desperate to be back in my own identity and life. I'm desperate for my family back, for peace, and for the restitution we are owed. If you can donate toward a storage locker so that Xavier and I can bike ride through the west suburbs for a couple of days, please send via Cash App. Stop it right now. All of it's bullshit because you're not desperate for anything. What's sad is she's saying that she's like, oh, I'm so desperate for change. I'm so desperate for my family back. I'm so desperate. Well, you're not desperate enough to do the right thing. So obviously you don't care that much about them. Like, that sucks. Like, could you imagine sounding this desperate, but yet you wouldn't do the bare minimum for them? And then, why do they need a bike for the suburbs? If you can donate toward a storage locker so that Xavier and I can bike ride through the west suburbs for a couple days, why do you need to ride a bike through the west suburbs? Like, are they trying to deliver stuff? And how do they get a bike? Do they have a bike yet?
Off at this point. My hair is...
Damn it, was it always fucking do this shit? Please, I hope it's the way she's laying down. Why her boobs look so damn big. But I'm gonna say it's because she's laying down and the shirt she's wearing. This is why I can never do a freaking live.
It's dry. I need a deep conditioning treatment.
Oh my gosh, I need a deep conditioning treatment. I'm sitting here homeless. That's what you need. It's a fucking deep conditioning treatment. As you're
Given anything, birth control, which is going to be ineffective now. Botox, I'm pretty sure I had it like 5 months ago or 3 weeks ago. I don't sleep at night, or to not be sexually assaulted, or to not be robbed, etc. and so forth. So I'm pretty much at a place where, I've exhausted myself asking for resources from the city, the state, and any local authority on On video, I've given numerous members of law enforcement at a street level direct links to a lot of these videos like this with updates, police reports, things of that nature. I've contacted victim services numerous times with no assistance. And let me explain a little bit about that. For anyone who doesn't know, I've never been the victim of a violent crime before. In 2019, 6 weeks or so, maybe closer to 2 weeks, somewhere between 6 and 2 weeks before the release of my ex, I was jumped and stabbed by 3 women. I think it was 2 weeks before he got out. And I had never been, any sort of victim of any crime. I had never even been in a fist fight before that. So I was stabbed, jumped, taken to
tire iron. Tent tour. Someone said we want a tent tour. I want a tent tour. Alright, so I'm not even going to bother with this. I'm going to go hang out with the babies and I'll catch this live later.
So, a lot of you guys know that I've been experiencing some, I don't even know, like a good one word to call it, drama, harassment, stalking. I've had like 6 months of calmness. Alright, so a lot of you guys know that I've been...
I'm going to see if I can see the whole reel. If not, I'll try to see if I can stumble upon it afterwards. It says at TikTok, how can I secure my content and avoid alterations in timing, etc. This has always been a problem for her. She thinks people alter her looks, her tattoos, her body, everything. Now even timing. Watch full reel. Okay.
Alright, so a lot of you guys know that I've been experiencing some, I don't even know, like a good one word to call it, drama, harassment, stalking. I've had like 6 months of calmness for the most part. There's been stuff, but the most calm over the last 4 years has been the...
I'm sorry, I cannot with this freaking hat that she made. Reminds me of middle school. Like 6th grade middle school.
Previous 6 months. Now, after I create promo edits for marketing clients, they're going back in through TikTok and altering my edits to look really jerky or include different like segments of the video. I shoot long video and then I cut it up into segments and rearrange it. They're changing it all and making it just...
Oh, hell no. Let me read. I just saw I'm nice to you all, so let me stop and read this. Why do you assholes do this? I'm nice to you all, and I regularly offer you promo or encouragement or motivations, etc. Tons of free game, yet you still want to F around on some straight up hater shit? Why though? Yeah, Heather.
Look really shitty, and they've done that like on the voiceover ones where I'm like, it's perfect. I'm like rapping or whatever. I do it perfectly, and then they make it like right after I post it, they make it like delayed severely. What the fuck? That's how I support.
What the fuck? That's how I support myself. You don't support yourself, Heather. Dude, let me hear her rap. I want to hear her rap. I haven't even found one yet. Not that I really look for it.
Support myself. Why?
I want to become so financially secure that God uses my pockets to bless others. It's kind of a strange way to...
Wouldn't that be dope? That last post though? I want to be so financially secure. That last post though? I want to be so financially secure that God uses my pockets to bless others. I would love that.
Why? How is it? How did it storm? How does it look so dark at almost noon? It says it's 11:51 a.m. They must got some really good... What are those blind... Obviously, they're not blinds or curtains, but like the black... What is it? Blackout curtains that houses would have. Like, that tent must be pretty dang good, keeping that sun out if it's really almost noon. It's that dark.
Can you imagine being in a place where you're in your own home, your bills are paid, and you have such an excess that God goes into your pockets and starts changing other people's lives? It's beautiful. Well, we're not understanding when we discourage others or when we're mean.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish that could happen to me too, but I feel like God does little tests sometimes, and Heather, I think you throw away so many blessings that if you can't, this sounds really harsh, and I don't mean it this way, but I do mean it this way. Like, you couldn't even keep your kids. You're not even fighting for your kids. And it's just, the truth hurts. It is what it is. You can't get a job, or I'm sorry, you will not get a job. You will not fight for your kids. You will not do what the hell you need to do. So why would God bless you with just money coming from the sky? What would that, if anything, he would give you money to teach you a really big lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, that happens to people where you win like thousands of dollars and then you become really bad addicted, or you become homeless because you are not ready for that money. And she is not ready for that money. Like, believe me, yes, so many people, that it would be wonderful. You know, everybody would love that, I'm sure. But believe me, not everybody can handle money. And it's just astonishing to me that she thinks that she could handle responsibility like that, but she can't even, she's in a fucking tent. She can't even have her kids, and she's on the fucking side of the road. Like, I'm not even trying to be mean, but it's just realistically, like, why do you want all these handouts? Well, obviously I know fucking why, but damn, I hate it.
And nasty to others, or when we try to rain on others' parade or dim other people's lights, is that people have to succeed for us to have the chance to succeed. It's as simple as that.
What?
Okay, so we just got
You don't have to succeed for me to succeed, if that's what you're trying to say.
done packing up all this shit. We've been here for 6 or 7 days. The area is clean. Everything that we have that's garbage is thrown away. This is how it looks for me to travel. So I've been pushing around this cart.
Bro, did y'all see that bike? Damn, they even put a bike on that thing. And Xavier has to push it. So what? That's how long y'all stay? Y'all checked in on the sidewalk, stayed for about 7 days, and y'all checking out?
So we just got done packing up all this shit. We've been here for 6 or 7 days. The area is clean. Everything that we have that's garbage is thrown away. This is how it looks for me to travel. So I've been pushing around this cart.
I don't know why it does that. Thank you. Oh, I feel like that was really loud. I'm still trying to get better at the balancing the voices. Thank you, Heather, for your interest in our customer service. First of all, ugh, why is she blacking out the freaking other messages? That's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, 5 lines. I don't know. And then she wants to scratch out the bottom. You can't edit out the text messages, because if it's edited, then I don't know, like, I'll read what I can. Thank you, Heather, for your interest in our customer service representative position here at Forest Park office. Please respond with the time that works best for you. You can also schedule an appointment. And this somehow is the fucking quote of the day. What would you do if you got a job and had nowhere to store your belongings? Are you fucking out of your mind? I can't right now. Do you know what this is her way of saying is? We need money for a storage. Do you know what I would tell her? Whoever doesn't have the job, watch your shit. Oh gosh. Basically, the last 4 weeks, Xavier has been acting like a stranger. He hit me twice and dragged me down the street by my arm with no antagonistic behavior from me, only silence or tears. I don't know what to do. He don't care me. Is that he DC? He don't care me or he don't call? I don't know. He DC me from, or he disconnect me from Wi-Fi so I can't call my kids or family, and every time donors give money, he keeps it or gives me $30 to $40. Never enough to pay my phone bill or gain any sort of independence. I need a lawyer and a court date. Look, she started to put, this is all nefarious. That's one of her favorite words. Okay, so first of all, why are you always talking shit about Xavier? Like, sometimes Xavier's funny, but I don't really care that much for him because I will always root for those twins, and both the motherfuckers never stood up and tried to save neither one of them. So, a big F you to both of them. I wish Xavier would try to get help for Heather, but as most of us know, no one could get help for anyone unless someone wants help. So I can understand that. Maybe he really, really loves her and is like, well, if she doesn't want to get help, then I will follow the streets with her, you know. I will make sure she is safe and I will be homeless with her. Many people will surprise us, but I'm sorry, but I know size doesn't matter. But I don't really see Xavier being able to, I mean, let's be real. If she was in a situation like that, I would honestly think she would be able to yank him down on the ground with her. I think she would be strong enough than he would be. It doesn't add up. And then what also doesn't make sense is how can he disconnect her from the internet? Because from what I've always seen is she has the phone. Yeah, he may have a phone, but don't y'all remember before he had an Instagram, and then whenever they kind of became official, it seemed like, I don't know if he has an account now, but it seemed like she made him delete his Instagram account. So, and then him and his family kind of got into, so it was kind of like, I'm not saying she's abusive, but those are kind of the things that people would do, like kind of isolate you, take your phone away, take your social media away, keep you away from your family and your friends so you have nowhere to go, no one to talk to. So in my head, I thought maybe he had a phone, but I don't know if he had an account. So how can he disconnect her from the internet? That's her phone. She always has a phone. She's always on the phone. And then the whole money situation, the only money he could keep if it was donors was if it was like his dad. Because if it was like actual donors sending it through her phone, how would he be keeping that money? I'm sorry, but this is the thing, is like, if Xavier has a phone, and does he have Instagram? Does he see this shit? There's no way I would be with someone and see, like, this is what my old man's saying about me. What the fuck?